He clearly took exception to some of the things that he heard me say, and he confronted me about it.
I got y'all. I told y'all something. I'm not bothering nobody. I want peace. Y'all following me for no reason. I asked y'all nice. Please leave me alone.
I know you like to make money. You're never going to stop making money. Very, very few people on the planet know how to make money like you know how to make money.
A surprising claim has recently surfaced after comments from Stephen A. Smith, a well-known analyst from ESPN. According to reports, he suggested that serious financial trouble could now be catching up with Floyd Mayweather Jr. For years, the boxing star built an image around luxury, constant promotion of his success, and an undefeated legacy inside the ring. His public persona represented extreme wealth and confidence in the sports world. However, Smith claims that much of that glamorous image may not reflect the full reality anymore. He indicated that growing financial pressure, possible scrutiny from the Internal Revenue Service, and several legal disputes could be creating serious challenges behind the scenes.
We get his face. I didn't got nothing. Please, listen. I just want to go in there. We're doing our jobs too, man. Please leave us alone.
Okay, just want to comment.
Okay.
After the statement was made, the words "he's done" quickly began circulating across social media, drawing massive attention online. The reaction intensified following the bold remarks delivered by Stephen A. Smith during a tense discussion on First Take on ESPN. His comments sparked widespread conversation, with fans and analysts debating what it could mean for the future of Floyd Mayweather Jr. and the powerful reputation he built over the years. The situation has since fueled ongoing speculation and concern about the stability of the empire that once appeared nearly untouchable.
Here's what I do know, which is where my disappointment comes from. When you are as great as Floyd Money Mayweather, everybody doesn't deserve to be in your space. I know you like to make money. You're never going to stop making money. Very, very few people on the planet know how to make money like you know how to make money. But some of this stuff has got to stop. You want to get Conor McGregor in the ring for an exhibition match? All right, that's fine. You know, Conor sold that. It was great marketing. He's not a boxer, but hey, he was a knockout artist in the UFC. I get it. John Gotti III, I don't know anything about him. I'm not trying to disrespect him. And yes, I'm being smart. I'm not trying to disrespect the grandson of a mobster. Fair enough. But what I'm trying to say is this. When you're great, when you're elite, not just anybody deserves to be in your pristine space. And what I mean by that is I'm not talking about on the street or anything like that. Boxing is your thing.
To fully understand why these financial claims are causing so much attention, it helps to look back at how Floyd Mayweather Jr. rose to fame in the first place. Born in Grand Rapids, he stepped into the professional boxing scene in 1996 and quickly earned recognition for his exceptional skill set inside the ring. His defensive style, incredibly quick reactions, and smart fight strategy helped him build a perfect career record of 50 wins without a single loss. The nickname Money didn't appear by accident. Mayweather changed the way boxing business was handled. In 2006, he made a bold move by paying about $750,000 to leave his agreement with Top Rank, a decision that reshaped his career path. Soon after, he launched Mayweather Promotions, giving himself control over his earnings and the massive revenue generated from pay-per-view events. Throughout his career, he participated in some of the most profitable fights ever seen in the sport. His 2015 bout against Manny Pacquiao produced more than $600 million in revenue. Then in 2017, his highly publicized match with Conor McGregor brought in another huge payday estimated around $300 million. At one stage, Forbes even ranked him as the highest-paid athlete in the world. However, as Stephen A. Smith pointed out during his remarks, earning enormous amounts of money doesn't guarantee long-term wealth if spending habits grow just as quickly.
Beyond the glitz and glamour, the flossing, the pomp and circumstances surrounding everything that culminated in Saturday night's Mayweather versus McGregor fight, there were a few sightings that were relatively low-key in comparison, but more significant than many may realize. At the weigh-in, there was a two-time NBA champion, Draymond Green, and star guard Paul George. On fight night, of course, there was LeBron James, James Harden, Isaiah Thomas, and a few others. And none of them were there just to pay homage to Mayweather, the fighter. It's the businessman in Mayweather they actually love even more. As the sun clearly set on the boxing career of Mayweather, many can reflect on a lot of things about the man. He wasn't a Mike Tyson-like knockout artist, or even Tommy the Hitman Hearns. To many, he wasn't even Sugar Ray Leonard. He certainly can't be confused with Muhammad Ali or any other fighter who's ever been socially conscious. No doubt he was guilty of domestic violence, as our very own The Undefeated accurately pointed out. He definitely had his share of boring fights that didn't give the people what they actually wanted to see. But that ain't the legacy these athletes are paying attention to.
The lifestyle associated with Floyd Mayweather Jr. went far beyond typical luxury. It became known for an extreme level of spending that even stood out among the richest athletes in the world. Over time, the way he spent money became part of his public image, with purchases and social media posts constantly reinforcing the idea behind his money nickname. Traveling on private jets as if they were everyday transportation, showing off collections of high-end cars such as Bugattis and Rolls-Royces, and highlighting a life filled with visible wealth all helped build that reputation. One item that attracted significant attention was a watch reportedly worth around $18 million, covered in diamonds and widely discussed because of its extraordinary price. His nights out were also often described as extremely expensive. Reports suggested that visits to clubs in Las Vegas could cost tens of thousands of dollars in a single evening, something that appeared to be routine rather than occasional splurging. In addition, he owned several large homes in high-profile locations, including Beverly Hills, Las Vegas, and Miami. These properties were often lavishly maintained, even when they were not regularly used. Another well-known part of his image was the display of cash on social media. Photos and videos frequently showed large stacks of $100 bills or moments of him counting significant amounts of money, reinforcing the perception of limitless wealth. However, while the public saw the glamorous side, financial experts and advisors reportedly expressed concerns over time. Analysts noted that maintaining such an expensive lifestyle is only manageable when income continues at the same pace. Once major fight earnings slow down or stop, ongoing expenses and financial commitments can quickly become difficult to sustain, an issue some observers had warned about long before the current discussions began.
Why fight Logan Paul?
Name another boxer besides myself that's more famous than Logan Paul.
Tyson Fury?
What? I want you to look up Tyson Fury, how many followers, and look up how many followers Logan Paul has.
Logan Paul, 56 million. Tyson Fury, 4 million.
So 50 compared to 4 something. I can fight a fighter right now, guarantee myself 35 million. Or me and Logan Paul can go out and entertain and have fun and make 100 million or more. So if you were me, you gotta look at 35 million for 12 rounds and 100 for 6 rounds. Big deal.
During a heated segment on First Take, Stephen A. Smith didn't hold back. Looking directly into the camera, he stated that he had reviewed documents and spoken with sources confirming that Floyd Mayweather Jr. could be facing serious financial trouble. Smith warned that this situation went beyond rumors. According to him, federal tax authorities were pursuing Mayweather, creditors were actively pressing claims, and assets were being sold off in an attempt to cover debts. The fighter no longer had large fight purses to rely on, creating a precarious financial scenario. Reports indicate that Mayweather is dealing with multi-million-dollar obligations to the Internal Revenue Service, has taken loans against several properties, and is behind on tax filings for multiple years. On top of that, some of his business ventures have underperformed, leading to lawsuits from investors. Sources also suggest he has quietly begun selling off.
You can trust the news. There's no such thing as fake. I'm working for ESPN. We're broadcasting the Mayweather-McGregor fight live. And to this day, they will tell you that's a record. That's the biggest fight ever. That thing was sold out. That place people were dressed up as empty seats. And I mean thousands of people.
No.
I bought my mother's ticket that day. That day, my mother decides that she wants to go to the fight. So I'm in there and I'm telling the world that this place is sold out because that's what's on the screen. And it's not even close. Yeah. This isn't like, it's pretty much full. There's thousands of empty seats. That was the first time that in my own life I ever just, wow, fake news is real.
Wow.
And then Mayweather and McGregor, they wanted a rematch. They were begging. They were doing more media trying to get a rematch than they did leading into the first match. And the guys that wrote the checks.
But why didn't it sell out? I mean, it's such two big draws. They promoted it so well.
All anybody was talking about.
Yeah, there's still a number.
Yeah.
I mean, no matter how big a draw is, there's still a number. If this guy got 100 million, this guy got 100 million, then you got to advertise it, promote it. You got to bring
It's the guarantees that kill everything. If they were just getting percentages, then obviously everybody would.
You're saying the seats were empty. I can understand it not making the money, but the seats being empty seems seems
peculiar.
Crazy.
Yeah, and there's nothing in the world where you have a pay-per-view hit that didn't have a live audience hit. Like if your live audience is your first focus group, isn't sold out, you didn't do pay-per-view numbers.
Sure.
But boxing will still claim that to this day. They still to this day claim that that's number one. And if you want to be the biggest pay-per-view in boxing history, all you have to do is claim it.
Long before Floyd Mayweather Jr. became the legendary Money Mayweather, he was already confronting significant financial challenges. Despite dominating inside the ring, reports emerged that he risked jail time over unpaid taxes. To address part of this growing debt, he reportedly borrowed $2 million, an effort to temporarily ease the pressure from mounting obligations. This situation contradicted the public perception of him as a financial mastermind or savvy entrepreneur. Instead, it revealed a man struggling to balance extravagant spending with basic money management. While his income from fights was massive, he prioritized indulgence. Luxury cars, high-end jewelry, and multiple lavish homes became the centerpiece of his lifestyle. By constantly flaunting wealth, he created an illusion of financial security that masked underlying mismanagement. The loan he took to cover tax obligations only deepened his instability, highlighting a pattern of spending without sufficient planning. This phase marked the start of recurring financial difficulties, a trend that now appears to have escalated into the serious issues being reported today.
Me and Eric B were at, from Eric B and Rakim, we were at the Mondrian. Floyd Mayweather was there. He had some tax issues. He was about to go to jail, but that's before Money Mayweather, that's Pretty Boy Floyd.
Got you.
He was speaking to E, he needed a couple of $1 million to stay out of jail. I called my man Neil, who I was rocking with heavy, he owns Scunty, the hair accessory company. Everybody thought it was crazy, say, yo, loan me $2 million, I wanna sign Floyd. He flew out, loaned me the $2 million, and from there on, we were in the boxing business.
At one point, Floyd Mayweather Jr. reportedly owed an astonishing $22.2 million to the Internal Revenue Service, a figure that raised serious concerns about how he managed his finances. For someone who often portrayed himself as the richest athlete on the planet, such a massive tax bill was impossible to ignore. This revealed a sharp contrast between the image he projected and the reality behind the scenes. While Mayweather frequently showcased his wealth, private jets, luxury vehicles, and multi-million-dollar shopping sprees, this debt suggested that much of his fortune was either mismanaged or not as solid as it appeared. For a fighter whose entire brand revolved around financial supremacy, this situation exposed cracks in the carefully curated persona of Money Mayweather. The struggle to meet tax obligations punctuated the gap between his public image and actual financial stability. It served as a reminder that even the highest-earning athletes can face serious consequences when spending outpaces planning, and that an extravagant lifestyle doesn't always guarantee long-term wealth.
Floyd Money Mayweather up until recently didn't have any money, so Floyd is the highest earning athlete in his career, making over $1.1 billion. And after making a killing, he ended up retiring in 2017. However, he dug himself into a hole after making super lavish purchases like this LA mansion. It was so bad that he actually owed $22.2 million to the IRS, which made him have to come out of retirement to pay that back. Like and follow for more.
Even 50 Cent, who was once closely connected to Floyd Mayweather Jr. as both a friend and business partner, spoke openly about the fighter's financial struggles. In multiple interviews, he painted a sobering picture of Mayweather's spending habits, highlighting extravagant purchases such as expensive jewelry, private jets, visits to strip clubs, and large-scale gambling. According to 50 Cent, the problem wasn't just how much money Mayweather spent, it was the sheer recklessness behind it. He described situations where millions were spent almost thoughtlessly, as if the money would never run out. What made these remarks particularly striking was that 50 Cent had first-hand experience, having been part of Mayweather's inner circle and witnessed this lifestyle up close. When 50 Cent publicly claimed that Mayweather had depleted his fortune and was now financially strained, it sent ripples through both the sports and entertainment communities. The statements sharply contrasted with the long-standing image Floyd had cultivated, a man seemingly untouchable, both inside the ring and in his financial affairs. Coming from someone who had once been a close associate, these insights added significant credibility to the growing narrative that Mayweather's financial empire may be unraveling behind the scenes.
I believe that Floyd Mayweather has gone completely broke. And not just broke, but millions and millions of dollars in debt. And I know it sounds crazy to some of you out there, but trust me, I have legitimate proof. Watch this.
He asked me to help him, so I could stop them from using TMT as their logo right now. Because
you wouldn't do that because y'all cool again.
Yeah, I'm just not chasing it. But to be honest with you, I incorporated TMT in Delaware while he was incarcerated. Because he didn't sign the paper doesn't mean the corporation isn't valid. So I could actually, technically it trademarks the term of it because his entire corporation is built on it. So I could tell you, you can't have TMT socks. You can't have that TMT shirt you got on. He don't understand that because it's just not. I just said it and he won't be able to figure out that I could do that.
Damn, you and this guy, man. I thought y'all was good again.
We are good. I just don't understand why he having the conversation. How am I coming up in conversation? I don't even care about what they're doing.
So there's still some static.
No, it only happens when it's fight time.
Got it.
It's time to build some type of energy or some sort of press. Right. It's time to make a fight, and then that happens.
So through the BX Fight Club, you met someone,
Isaac,
right? Because they had to legalize it on paper to turn it into like a dark show, like when they don't have television involved with a boxing event. Even Floyd, like when you make yourself like we got issues over your anger, he's still the best fighter out there. Until somebody beat him, that's who he is.
Do you think he should step back in the ring?
I think he got to right now because the money gone.
So the money's really gone?
Yeah, that's what you think. Is get the money, spend the money.
Oscar de la Hoya, a former rival and boxing icon, has publicly criticized Floyd Mayweather Jr. for continuing to participate in exhibition matches, urging him to protect his legacy. In an Instagram video, de la Hoya addressed Mayweather directly, saying that at 50 years old, he should focus on preserving the achievements that made him a legend rather than risk tarnishing his reputation with these post-retirement bouts. The remarks came shortly after Mayweather's exhibition fight against John Gotti III, which ended amid controversy and attracted criticism from fans. De la Hoya's comments reflect a larger concern in the boxing community. Ongoing exhibition fights could overshadow the decades of success Mayweather built inside the ring. By continuing these matches, he risks shifting public perception, potentially diminishing the impact of his undefeated career. De la Hoya's message serves as a reminder that protecting one's legacy is often more valuable than chasing short-term attention or financial gain, emphasizing the importance of long-term reputation over immediate rewards.
Floyd Mayweather fought another exhibition against Gotti last Saturday. A real the crowd booing in the arena at the end. But in the middle of the second round, Floyd literally had the referee swapped out. He didn't like that the referee told him to stop hitting behind the head. Floyd is used to having the refs do whatever he wants, and he wasn't getting his way this time. It was so embarrassing. Floyd, you're 50 years old. You're a legend in the sport. I've stood up for you in countless interviews, including Shannon Sharp's podcast last week. But you have to stop embarrassing yourself with these exhibitions. I know life is hard. I know life is expensive. But come on, dude, put your legacy first. Nobody wants to remember you like this. And it gets worse. Your jeweler filed a lawsuit against you in Miami. And many are saying you're going to have to sell off your assets. I hate seeing this happen, bro.
In early 2025, Floyd Mayweather Jr. attempted to highlight his philanthropic efforts by donating to homeless shelters in Los Angeles, a move that initially earned praise. However, questions soon arose when he shared posts on Instagram showing that he was still in Dubai around the same period. The conflicting timeline led many to doubt the authenticity of the charitable gesture, raising concerns that it might have been a calculated attempt to improve his public image amid growing financial scrutiny. The situation escalated when Gervonta Davis, a former protege of Mayweather, claimed that the fighter wasn't on a global tour as reported. Instead, Davis alleged that Mayweather was being held in Dubai over unpaid debts, particularly linked to luxury items like jewelry and other high-end purchases. These claims were further corroborated by veteran boxing agent Rick Glazer, who confirmed that Dubai's court system had reportedly detained Mayweather due to significant outstanding debts unrelated to boxing. Glazer noted that financial obligations are treated very seriously in Dubai. indicating that Mayweather was struggling to resolve the situation but had yet to find a solution.
Now, this comes amid, rumors of Floyd Mayweather being stuck in Dubai because he owes people money. And, these are coming from trustworthy sources, Gervonta Davis, Floyd Mayweather, people who know about Floyd Mayweather's inner life. But back to TMZ. So they reported Floyd Mayweather was courtside for last night's pivotal Clippers versus Mavericks game. But before money got to the arena, he was handing it out, blessing 3 homeless men with $30K. Now, there are no pictures. There is no video of this happening, but there is an official TMZ article, and TMZ usually gets it right. TMZ also said, we're told Mayweather began talking to the guys and decided he wanted to help. So he busted out his backpack and blessed each guy with 10 racks. I don't want to show my face, but Floyd just gave us $30,000, Reynolds, one of the men, said after receiving the gift.
Adding credibility to Gervonta Davis's claims, veteran boxing agent Rick Glazer reported that Floyd Mayweather Jr. was reportedly being held by Dubai's court system over significant debts unrelated to his boxing career. Glazer highlighted that financial obligations are strictly enforced in Dubai, indicating that Mayweather was struggling to settle these debts without success. In response to these reports, Mayweather appeared at an NBA game in Los Angeles, where he reportedly donated $30,000 to 3 homeless individuals. While the gesture attracted media attention, it was met with skepticism because it occurred during the same period as the alleged detainment, leading many to question whether the act was genuine or designed to divert attention from his financial troubles. Complicating the situation further, Mayweather has publicly claimed ownership of 62 buildings worth a combined $42 million. Critics have scrutinized these statements, suggesting they might be attempts to project financial security in the face of mounting evidence of fiscal strain. These public disputes, combined with controversial claims about his wealth, have cast a shadow over Mayweather's legacy, raising doubts about the sustainability of his extravagant lifestyle and the transparency of his financial affairs.
Turns out that the rumors were true, and Floyd Mayweather has been trapped in Dubai for the last 50 days. Gervonta Davis was the first to claim it. Now multiple insider sources have confirmed that he is in fact trapped in Dubai for a debt that has nothing to do with boxing. After doing a little digging, it seems that someone in his camp, while he was shopping for jewelry in Dubai, stole one of the pieces, got away with it, and then blocked all communication with Mayweather. Since then, Floyd has already paid for the jewelry, but they refuse to let him go until they get their piece back. And allegedly, this guy right here is the thief that started this whole mess.
According to Stephen A. Smith, recent filings indicate that Floyd Mayweather Jr. still owes more than $52 million in back taxes, covering the period from 2015 through 2022. Reports suggest that the Internal Revenue Service has begun freezing some of his accounts and has launched investigations into his assets. Financial analyst Chris One highlighted the intense level of scrutiny that the IRS applies to individuals with such large tax debts. He explained that when someone owes a significant sum, the agency essentially becomes a constant presence, carefully auditing every financial move. This oversight can make it extremely difficult to manage money, as the IRS examines income, spending, and asset acquisitions in detail to ensure compliance and recover outstanding taxes.
Well, there may be another reason Floyd Mayweather has agreed to fight Conor McGregor. ESPN reporting that Mayweather, get this, still has not paid his taxes for 2015. We don't know how much money Mayweather owes, but he's asking the IRS for a break. Until the fight, the end of August, Mayweather made about $220 million from his fight with Manny Pacquiao. That was back in 2015. He's expected to make about that much for the McGregor fight. Maybe he should have stayed retired and paid his taxes.
Yeah, paying taxes, usually that catches up with you if you don't do that.
What do you think? Does the evidence point to Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s financial empire truly crumbling, or is there more to the story? Share your thoughts and theories in the comments below.